Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will make some gifts. Could be for Mother's Day or to anyone really. I have already made some ceramic flowers and I want to put them in a more interesting setting, make cute displays, include some wood and some metal. So stay tuned for this. So these are the flowers I was talking about, my ceramic flowers. I have pink roses, super cute I think. I already have them on rebars, pieces of rebars that I have painted black, and this is a poppy. And last but not least, I have some peace lilies, some green ones, looking beautiful. And they are on a thinner metal wire. So these I will be using in my gift displays today. It's quite early in the morning and I don't want to disturb the neighbors with all kind of noise. So I'm starting a bit quiet today with my woodwork. I have collected some pieces of scrap wood and I have just drawn, maybe can you see that? Hearts. And then I have some bigger ones that I will just make like an organic shape like that, and I will cut it out with my jigsaw and create the illusion of beech wood. By the way, leave me a comment down below. Is it called beech wood or driftwood? I'm not sure what term to use. I go for beech wood this video, but I can correct myself in the next one. So anyways, this is oak. I want to make it look like beech wood. So I'm planning on staining the wood afterwards to make it more look like beech wood, but I'm not sure which route to go. I have my natural oak stain. I don't think that is sufficient, just that stain. Then I have a grey one, I have a black one, and I have a dark oak. So this is what I will do. One section will be just grey, one coat, and the next section also just grey, two coats, and the third one grey and then a natural oak stain on top of it, and next one go in with a natural oak stain to start with and then the grey, see if it makes any difference, I don't know. Then I will turn it around and I will use a different kind of black. One coat, two coats with the oak stain. I start with the first coat of my grey stain, quite a big area here. Then I wipe off the excess just with a paper tissue, and then it's time for my natural go-to oak stain for the last section right there. Turn it around and take the black stain. Put a fairly large section here as well, like that. Now for the dark oak stain. Can't wait to see how that looks. It looks a bit orangey, I think. Yeah, it does look orange and not so dark. And in comparison with the natural oak stain, I don't know. I put a little on the side there, the natural oak stain, to see the difference. It looks very orange, I think. You will see later the result I got. Hubby is helping me with the jigsaw today to speed things up because I have plenty of pieces to cut out. So these are the base pieces that I will make look like driftwood, more an organic shape to them. So he's just cutting them out one by one, like that. following my sketched lines. The same process with the hearts. Just cutting them out with the jigsaw. For now I have 7 bases and 7 hearts. Next thing is to go in with the grinder and roughly around the edges of the hearts, like you see my hubby do here. When you do plenty pieces like this, it feels like a production, and in one way it is really, because I'm going to try and sell these pieces at a local gift shop. Next thing is to roughly round the edges on the cutting boards, if you will, or the bases, one by one, like that, with the grinder. Then I go in with the grinder as well to round the edges even more, and on the top as well, to make some variation in the wood, so it does not look like an ordinary wood board, but beech wood. I don't think I will fool anyone to believe that it's actually beech wood, but I want the kind of feeling of it anyways. Next thing, I go in using my belt sander and around the edges of the hearts to really get the shape that I want, to make it look more like a heart and not something cut out. So I'm just working my way through all the hearts, as you see me do here. If you're new to my channel, hi, I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, some dupes, renovation of my home. I even do some pottery and some painting. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and join my YouTube family. And I go in where needed on the bases as well, just around the edges a little further to make them softer looking. Next step in the process is to go in with my electric sander, first with a rougher grid sandpaper, and then finer and finer, so they are very soft and smooth to the touch. And I do the same with the hearts. And here is where I tested the stains. You can see the black ones here. They're very, very dark there with 1 and 2 coats. I really like that one with the natural oak stain and black on top of it. I will use that for something. And here are 1, 2 and 3 coats of the grey stain, and with the oak stain as well. But I like that just 1 coat. So that's the one I will go for. I guess you don't have to make life more difficult than it is. So just the 1 coat of the grey stain. Just putting it on with a rag. Everywhere, even on the bottom of it. Then I will just take another rag and wipe off the excess. I like how it turns out, and I think it will look even better once it has dried completely. Look at that, look at the difference. And the hearts will be in my natural oak stain, all of them. The bases, actually I stained 4 of them with the grey and 3 of them with the natural oak stain, just to have some variation. I have some more flowers that I need bases for. This is one piece of wood that I cut from the garden some years ago, that I will take the grinder and take off all the bark and some of the twigs sticking out that I don't need. You can see here I have ear protection, eye protection and my gloves on. And then I just start grinding away here and see what becomes of that little wood piece. Now this piece is not oak, so you will see when I start to put the stain on that it will look completely different than on the oak wood boards. Sanding it off with my electric sander as well. Nice and smooth, that's my aim. Even though it takes some time, it's well worth it. Just sanding to get everything nice and smooth. And then I stain it in my grey stain, as I used for some of the bases. But it turned out, I don't know, a little bluish. So I decided to go over it later also with my black stain, and I think it worked out. My wooden hearts will sit on metal wires. I've cut out some pieces and I use a metal tube there to just twist them around to create spirals like that. You can just bend the ends how you want them to look. And I do that with all 7 pieces of wire. And to fit that wire in the hearts, I will take a very thin drill bit and make a hole on the side of the heart, like you see me do here. And then it will look something like this. But before I put it on permanently, I will take this varnish in a black color and spray paint all my spirals, just the one coat. Now it's time to assemble everything on the bases, and I have my beautiful ceramic flowers. I have cut them to size with just a bolt cutter, and then I have some of my witch hazel twigs that I thought would go perfectly with those spirals because they are a bit whimsical as well. So I take a drill bit that is big enough for the branches and a different one to fit the rebars with the flowers on top. And I will use the same tiny drill bit that I used for the hearts for the spirals to be attached to the base later on. But first I will make sure that the branches and the flowers are in place, and I will glue them. I will use wood glue for the branches and then some strong glue for the rebars. 2 of my pieces I will make as wall art, and then I need to attach the flowers with some big staples, as you see me do here. I just drill pilot holes so I won't split the wood, and I do the same with one of the red poppies as well. Just mark where I need to drill my pilot holes. Here, one for the flower and one for the branch, like that. And then I will just hammer the staples in place just to make sure I don't break the flower in the process. On the back of the two wall art pieces, I will put sawtooth hangers. As you can see on the back, I have made my stamp there, Tree of Life with MarikaCreations on it, and I have put pads on the back as well. Here I'm starting with the wood glue for the branches. Just put plenty in the hole, press it down and wipe off the excess that have seeped out and set it aside to dry. And as I said, for the flowers I will use some stronger adhesive. As soon as that has dried, I will twist the spirals with the hearts a little bit whimsical all over the place, and I will show you how it turned out. Here is another base that I have decided to use, just a wood round that I have sanded off, and I put on a branch of witch hazel like that, just with some wood glue here as well. And I have 3 flowers to put on this one. Before I show you how they all turned out, I have one more thing to add, and that is tags. I take some scrapbook paper that I like, pink one, this one here with some white dots on it, and then I take something more neutral like grey flowers, small flowers like that, and then I have some brown paper, a little stiffer, that I will write on. So I need to glue them onto each other like that, the brown paper onto the flowery and the pink paper. Set them aside to dry for a tiny bit, and then I will cut out my tags. First I just take a pencil and draw lines like that, the size of the ruler I decided to use, and then how large I want my tags to be, like that, and then just cut them out. And then I will take something round for the top there and cut it out, and then I will cut off the corners as well like that, and then punch a hole in it like that. And I do that to all my tags, and I have plenty of tags because I have 9 pieces all together, and I have tripled the number of tags because maybe you want to change it out. I have written "Je t'aime," I love you, on a third of the tags, and then "pour toi," for you, and then "bonne fête maman," which means Happy Mother's Day. So I write that with a thin Sharpie, and then I take another Sharpie to just put some black on the edges, and a piece of jute twine as the hanger. Et voila, here they are. At least the red ones, the poppies. The wool piece you have right here, "Bonne fête maman." And the little quirky one there with some peace lilies and the poppy. Tell me, what do you think of my creations today? Are they sellable? Sell-worthy? Let me know in the comments. Did you have a favorite, by the way? You will see the pink ones here, the pink roses, looking beautiful with the grayish bases. Remember to let me know, do you call it beechwood or driftwood? If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing and hit that like button as well. It will spread my video, help my channel to grow, and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. My aim is to upload one video per week. If you are inspired and you are ready for more, just hit that DIY playlist icon appearing on the screen right here. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.